Hello there! Welcome back to Mass Recall, and we are starting with a cinematic. High orbit, Antigua Prime, Confederate battlecruiser Norad II. So because there's no dialogue here, I can actually talk over this, and on top you can see Antigua Prime, the planet that we visited in the last mission, Revolution. And here's the Norad II battlecruiser getting attacked by Zerg. So while this happens, I'm just gonna do a recap. So last mission, we went to Antigua Prime, as I said, and we helped their local militia, security forces, and the colonists overthrow the Confederacy, which was successful. And then they shot all the Confederate officers and personnel in the final cutscene. So this time we are playing Mission 6, Norad II of Rebel Yell, so let's go. This mission is pretty interesting because there's some new concepts being introduced. And story-wise, it's kind of karma, right? So let's start the briefing and see what happens. So these guys are gonna pop in one by one, which looks weird, but you know.
It appears that the Confederates are in a state of panic about the Antigan revolt.
Yes, sure.
I'm picking up a high number of Confederate transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Transitus. Most of the transmissions are heavily coded. But wait, here's something.
Here's something.
There's a General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship Norad II.
Hey, Duke.
We've crash-landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate backup from anyone receiving this signal. Repeat, this is a Priority 1 distress call.
Zerg? Here? Serves them right. About time they got a taste of what it's like to be in there mixed up.
Jim's happy.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
What?
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your mind?
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
That's what you
I
want.
don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Great.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's get this over with. So Jim is kind of that's what I said, karma, Duke crashed. And if you remember Mission 2, Jim went to jail and we were fired as a magistrate because we destroyed this infested command center, and then Duke came and was oh, you killed blah blah blah, and then yeah, bad things happened to us. So he was happy that Duke is in a pickle. However, Mengsk's true colors are really showing. This man is a hard opportunist. And so the chance of well, we need, not the colony shouldn't suffer, but actually we need a general, and that's what he wants. He wants the general because there's an opportunity here to get him on our side, which, that's what Mengsk wants. I said it's not great that we're friends with this guy. Anyway, and Kerrigan is blind loyalty to Mengsk, and there's a reason why, but we'll get to that in one of the other missions. So, briefing has ended. Our objectives are to protect the battlecruiser Norad II. This is where Duke is, and to bring Rainer and 2 dropships to Norad II. Interesting mission. So we are playing on hard, and let's go. Let's start. First, there's gonna be a cinematic by the Mass Recall team, as usual. So the Norad II, the battlecruiser, crashed in this canyon, which is surrounded by Zerg. Now, I don't know if the Zerg came after it crashed or the Zerg were here before it crashed, but it crashed anyway. And I see that he managed to get 3 Goliaths, 6 Marines, and a pair of SCVs out and build a few bunkers to protect themselves. And here is our forces. So we're red and black because we are the Sons of Korhal. These Marines are waving at each other, and that's Alpha Squadron's base. Now, I don't know
What's the plan?
if Alpha Squadron was here when he crashed, or he crashed and then they came and built up a base. But anyway, while I'm talking, until I take this base up top, the game will not start. So I just want to say one thing. A battlecruiser can fit more than 3 Goliaths and 6 Marines. Even though it looks small in the game, that's just scaling for gameplay's sake. Battlecruisers are
Talk to me.
city block size, 2 Pentagons from the US size. So they're pretty big. Okay, now in this mission,
Count on me.
let's just sort of go.
Raiders.
In this mission, I will try and talk more loudly, more clearly than I did in the last 2 missions. But you do need to give me a little bit of leeway just because the start is pretty hard. So I need to get things set up really quickly. So this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, SCVs here, and hold position, everybody. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, they're gonna get attacked, but this shouldn't be a problem.
That ship won't last long against those Zerg.
We need to keep building SCVs. They're repairing so we can't, and let's wall off our base. And let's put guys in the bunker. Right like this, and then these guys here. So this guy is gonna go here, Jim's gonna go here. Yeah, so this start is a little bit tricky.
Break it down.
It's pretty funky for me to like talk and also get everything set up without just mumbling to myself. That's what I want to do.
Not enough minerals.
We're just waiting for 50 minerals. So these guys should be good. I'm just going to put this on F2. I'm going to put this on F1 so I can switch between them. Now, what am I actually doing here? I never talked about this. I'm saturating my base, which means like building enough SCVs so that my income is pretty good. And so the way I do it is the following. An SCV costs 50 minerals and takes 17 seconds to build. So I keep exclusively building SCVs until the amount of SCVs that I have can mine 75 minerals in 13 seconds. Which is like 1.5 the value of a new SCV. And when I get to that number, I sort of lay off on like super saturation. Because then it's like I know I'm like, I don't know, 60-70% of the way towards, you know, saturation. And saturation in StarCraft is basically 2 workers per mineral patch. So patch, 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 right? You can see this. Yeah. Another Marine, another SCV. So you basically need, like, if you have like 10 patches, you need, you know, 20 Marines. 20 SCVs, sorry. But that's not like a hard number. That's just, you know, approximate stuff. So let's get this guy here to just repair this. Let's get another SCV, another Marine. And now we are waiting. And by the way, yeah, usually it's like 10 to 15 SCVs mostly. In StarCraft 2, these minerals will be like this, like nicely spaced, so that two SCVs can always mine them. However, in StarCraft 1, that is not the case, because these guys, when they were building StarCraft 1, they didn't really, you know about the optimization. This game wasn't supposed to be an esport. People were not supposed to take this so seriously. Anyway. So most mineral fields in StarCraft 1, which was emulated in Mass Recall, are like you eat your way to the middle. Okay, now this is pretty good, and now what we need is another bunker right... Move him. I need another bunker right here.
Roger.
That should be pretty good. More SCVs, more Marines. Three SCVs on the gas. I don't want to lose my units, but, you know, I have to sacrifice them for the greater good. Where's this guy going? So 2 Marines, 2 more Marines, more SCVs. So where's this guy here? I don't even know. But we need 2 guys here anyway. That's not a big problem. At least the Goliath is alive. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I moved the rally point here. That's what it needs to go. Okay, so this guy, while he's here, he can build another barracks, because that's what we need. Another Marine inside, and another Marine inside. So now we can get +1 weapons.
Not enough.
Another SCV. Yeah, I'm trying to be like more loud than I used to be before. I'm gonna get these guys to be like here, actually, like here. Okay. I'm doing this because I don't want them going around when they have to go here, so like they have to go here and then you have to go here. Now you come here and you build me an academy, which is like 150, I think, minerals. We need more marines. We need the academy for both firebats and medics, and also for, you know, U-238 shells. So +1 weapons is coming along nicely. Once this is done, we will get +1 U-238 shells, which is also very important. This guy can stay here, this guy can stay here. Marines are slowly building. 2 more. And 1 more SCV, which is good. Now this will be done shortly. And then we need 1 guy to build us a depot here, which is good. So this is done. We almost have enough for U-238 shells, which is 150 minerals, 150 gas. And now we're sort of cooking with gas. Now we're fine. These guys should be fine. Shouldn't die. I recorded this mission multiple times, not because I have like trouble finishing it or anything. It's just I wasn't as interesting when I talked while also playing this mission well. So we need this guy to build another barracks here. And we build 2 more marines. Depots are fine. This is coming along nicely. We're gonna queue up 2 medics because we do need medics. And now we're sort of good. Now we're like fine. Let's start dropping depots, because we do need depots more than anything else. Queue up 2 more marines. And then queue up stim. And then queue up +1 armor. So this is 1-1. That's gonna be good. Stim is gonna be good. And these guys need to be 1. So there is an attack at like 20 minutes that we need to deal with. So StarCraft, as you probably noticed, is a game about like juggling multiple things at the same time. And we will try to do this. So what did I say? Oh yes, an attack is coming at 20 minutes. There's going to be a big Muta attack. And we want to be ready for this attack. We need more. We need 5 barracks.
Research complete.
In order to, like, you know, be really well. So stim is done. +1 armor is still building. And we need 2 more depots, because we are slowly like reaching this threshold of where like we're gonna need them. I hope. Like I said in the mission, which mission was it? Oh yeah, Jacob's installation. I don't know what I talk about until the mission is done. So I hope I am more interesting than I used to be. But yeah, that's kind of, you know the routine by now. Saturate, build marines, build medics. I just don't want to talk about... I just don't want everything I say to be like just more marines, more medics. I want to talk about some interesting stuff.
Base
and
is under attack.
Here is some interesting stuff. There's Zerglings killing our bunker. Get this guy to fix this and come back. Fix this. So now we have 4 barracks. We can build 4 marines at the same time. And we can also get another depot.
Yeah, whatever.
So interesting stuff. The base that we got was from Alpha Squadron, so they're whites. But our forces are Sons of Korhal, which is like black and red, right? So it's kind of cool how our buildings like turn to this. Where do you wanna go? Just go here, man. It's all good. Our forces are building up nicely, but we will need some medics. And medics are 50 minerals and 25 gas.
Gangway, coming through.
So that's what we're building now. We are preparing slowly for
Mineral field depleted.
the Muta attack. There's still like 5 minutes left.
Upgrade complete.
There is also expansion here, which we will take. There's a Zerg player here and look at the map here. That's the blue one. There's a orange, like brown one right here, and then there's another blue around the general. Another group of medics and another group of marines. Here's what we need. So all the upgrades are done. We have stim, we have 1-1.
You gonna give me orders?
And now we need this guy to build another barracks right here. Which will be 5 barracks, which is more than enough. Also for now the Goliath is safe. I do not know how long this will last, but I will try to make it like last pretty long. I just keep like not being on top of everything. So we need these guys to start building turrets. Because like I said, mutas are coming, and mutas are very dangerous. You know I am afraid of them.
Yep.
I got a cough. So what makes mutas so dangerous? Why do I fear them so much? It's because mutas have a special kind of attack which hits the target that it's like aiming for, and then it also hits one more turret right here. It has a bounce, so it hits the initial target that you like aim for, and then it also hits like whatever is next to it pretty nearly with like, I don't know, 50% or whatever kind of percent supply block, but we're fine. So it bounces off and does some more damage to like whatever is close to the target. And this usually isn't a problem for like one muta, but when there's like 10 of them, it's like 5 other mutas also shooting if it's like, if the value is 50%. Here comes a bunch of Zerglings. Destroying our stuff. Killed one turret, but it's fine. We are good. Yeah, I know. Supply depots. Another supply depot, please. Right here. We need like 120 supply of marines, but like 150 supply of everything. So 20 minutes is coming up. The mutas are gonna come really soon.
Additional supply depots.
Yeah, I know. It's building. A supply depot is 100 minerals, by the way. So...
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, this force should be enough for 2 things. For dealing with the mutas and also... and for dealing with the mutas and also like helping us take the expansion. And that's what we need to do. The original version of this mission isn't as hard. It is kind of weird because there's no defensible position, and when you first start playing StarCraft you don't really know about like walling in your base and everything. I'm gonna get a few more medics. I'm just putting everybody here on control group 1, because I know I need a lot of forces. That's what I'm getting. This should be good. And now another depot. So here come the doctors. And here comes the muta attack. I see how they're like quickly killing everything, but that's what we're waiting for. This was good. Okay, now we get this guy and get these guys and we go up top. I'm not really worried about these guys. I am worried about this guy going here. So the enemies are not gonna like what we're doing right now, but we have to do it. We are also trying to like do this. No, the base is fine. So there's one thing about StarCraft 1 that these guys like Mass Recall emulates like the attack and defense stats of like StarCraft 1 units. And so one thing about StarCraft 1 units is that if you shoot from the high ground,
You scared me.
if you shoot from the low ground to the high ground, you do only like 25%. Like you have a miss chance, right? That's what actually is going on. So these guys shooting us on the high ground are actually, you know, doing only a quarter of the damage. So we need some Marines and we need a few medics. So we need, yeah. So this, maybe too big of a force, like this. Yeah, these guys here, and these guys here, these guys here. So why am I keeping this force here? Because there's gonna be like they're gonna keep attacking us.
We hear you.
We're gonna keep attacking our guys, and we need to like be ready for this. Now this is 1, this is 2. That's good.
Armed and ready.
There's more units. We are slowly getting ready to attack, and now we will rally our troops here. And we'll get these guys to build a factory right here. We don't need a factory.
Yep. Go ahead.
We do need
Bad news.
a starport. And in order to build a starport, you need to build a factory. So I moved some of my guys here, which should be good. So this is number 2, this is number 1. Are these guys number 1? Not anymore. Okay, that's good. So let's get everybody. Stem and let's go. We had to split up our forces. I have to keep these guys up top because there's gonna be a Hydralisk attack up top and I need to like deal with it. And I need some forces to deal with it. More Marines, more Marines. We are banking minerals. So it shouldn't be a big problem. There's some guys here, and there's some guys here. So I'm having trouble with my units. So I don't know why Control Group 1 is acting the way it is. But now let's rally our troops here. More Marines. I'm trying to like sound interesting without just... Yeah, there's mutas and like... The attack is really well made to like just make us panic, but I'm not gonna panic. These guys are gonna be able to do this. See, now we go up top. There's 2 bases, like I said. Blue actually has 3 bases. This blue. So he's working with 3 base economy. And we need to like stop this as quickly as possible. It should be good now. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, more Marines, more medics, right there. There is this. More units, more units, more units.
Not enough minerals.
Right here.
Armed and ready.
So now we have a choice. First we get these guys back here and just get them patrolling. I'm trying to like, you know, not
Roger.
screw up the buildings. So there's 2 starports.
By the numbers.
Just collecting more units. Anyway, that's what I need to do anyway.
Additional supply depots.
Ah, supply depots. Okay. I don't really have much money for that.
In the rear.
I do have enough for like 2.
I'm going. This better be good.
So this is a nice
Additional
force.
supply depots required.
So this is a really nice force. I'm gonna take this force right here.
Why not?
I'm gonna stem and get in.
That's fine. Yes, sir.
There are some infested marines that we need to kill, or they will blow up our forces. That's what infested marines do. They blow up your forces. They're like suicide marines.
Mineral field depleted.
So we need to kill this sunk. And then run back. Kill this guy. And get our forces up top. I always forget this. This one, I don't know, I think it's a spawning pool. It is a spawning pool. So now we're good. We just put our guys here. This is fine. These guys are alive. There's more marines here. That's good. More units.
Mineral field.
Okay, so the queen just put the kibosh on us. That's just some
Mineral field.
ability that the queen has. Slows your units. Because these guys up top are dealing with like high tech. And high tech just means a tier of like technology and units for Zerg. Because Zerg have a bit. Okay, let's stem and let's go. So Zerg have a bit different, like a different way of like doing, of like. She put another one on. So Zerg have a different technology tree to like Terran. Zerg have a hatchery, which is this, and then you can upgrade that hatchery to like a lair and then to a hive. Which is a bit different than how Terrans do it. That's just how it works.
Mineral field depleted.
We managed this semi-successfully. We can now take these guys. Also with us. Okay, the queen's dead. Yeah, the queen was like the biggest problem. I know that she's gonna do what she did. And so I kinda used some of my units to bait the attack. It didn't really work, but we're fine. We need two of these. And we're slowly making our way towards the main enemy base. And you know, not finishing the mission, but getting pretty close. We need more marines, just build marines. Just all the money into marines. So now this attack is pretty problematic. Because there's a bunch of sunken colonies which kind of impale our units right here next to this final hatchery. Once we deal with this, we should be good. But yeah, that's the last. Like the enemies can't build any more units, so all they have is what they have, like whatever is on the map. I'm just clearing up everything here so that when the dropships come, they can like they can just fly through here. As the mission says, we need Rainer and 2 dropships to come to the Norad II. And we can also do something interesting, which is fix the Norad II. So we do have more marines. But it's all fine. There's not much the enemy can do at this point. So we can queue up 2 dropships right here. I decided to go with like clearing this map completely. I didn't have to do this. I could have just like cleared the path. But this is more interesting. Also in the original StarCraft 2 game, you can just build a factory and then tech up to like get like vulture speed for Jim, and Jim can just make it here before before everybody kills them, because you know you get him +1 vehicle armor, and then you get him like, you know, this, and he should be fine. So there's gonna be a cutscene right now. It's gonna play really soon. I will leave you with the cutscene, and then we will talk after.
You're about the last folks I expected to show up. What's your angle here, Mengsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate.
Jim, enough. I'll handle this. The Confederacy has fallen apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Your point?
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you? I'm a general, for God's sake.
A general without an army. I'm offering you a position in my cabinet, not just some backwater post. Don't test my patience, Edmund.
All right, Mengsk. You got a deal.
You've made the right choice, General Duke.
I can't believe you're really gonna trust this snake.
Don't worry, Jim.
He's our snake now. So that was Norad II. Pretty cool mission. You can also see like how, like this subtle storytelling of like what Mengsk is like, how manipulative he is. Like if you remember, let's just see this. 57%, not so bad. So when he was like talking to Duke and he's like, you know, everything you believe in is like falling apart, you need to join us. And Duke is like, well, I'm a general, for God's sake. And he's like, don't test my patience, Edmund. Like he said his name, which is like, we are equals or you are even below me. Like, I don't respect you. And then when Duke was like, okay, we got a deal, he's like, you made the right choice, General Duke. It's just these like, there's the respect again. You're still a general, but only if you listen to me. If not, then you're Edmund. So just these little things. I love how they like built up Mengsk. And Mengsk is dangerous. I'm gonna repeat myself, but I said in Desperate Alliance, like, we're friends with him. That's not good. He's going to use us. Anyway, that was Norad II. I hope you enjoyed the mission. If you did, like, just leave me a comment. I would love to hear it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!